Hey guys, this is Shings and welcome back to another One Piece Bounty Rush video. So in this video, we'll be talking about critical hit and pretty much everything you need to know going from like crit damage, crit chance, and yeah. Then without further ado, let's just get started, shall we? So if you guys haven't checked out my giveaway channel video, I'm doing a giveaway. So if you guys want to stand a chance to win some gift cards, make sure you guys check the video in the description down below. And yep, so okay. Pretty much, what is crit? So crit represents critical hit, and when critical hit happens, you will do more damage. And how to know whether you hit a critical hit or not? Every time you hit someone, you will see this damage number, and if you see spiky bubbles around it, it just means it's critical hit. And often or not, when you do that, you will see that you will kind of do more damage. So that is essentially critical hit. And okay, now critical hit, when critical hit happens, you will do critical damage. And how the calculations for critical damage work is it will be 1.5 times it will be 1 plus your attacker boost. So if you have boost 2, you add 20%, so it's 0.2. If you have paramecia and your HP is around the 30% mark, yeah, you also get a crit boost, I think, crit damage boost. So if you take a look at here, yep, when your strength is less than 50%, you do additional critical damage. So you can add another 0.2 to it. So other forms of it will be something like the attacker's boost. So if you guys check the attackers, right, when you left total 608, you add another critical damage by 0.05%. So all these things, right, one last form of critical damage boost you can get is the Dressrosa Zoro. So if you check his traits, right, when in armed state, he will gain 20% more critical damage, I believe. So okay, and all these will add up together plus 1, then minus away whether your opponent has Shorthead Pirates tag or not. So Shorthead Pirates reduce crit damage by 30%. So this tag is really good because this one will help you reduce your overall critical damage that you receive. So like if the opponent is not a attacker, right, they will lose out on 20% of the critical damage. So it's very important because if you have Shorthead Pirates, you can take less damage from people that is not attackers. Yeah, then even attackers, you also take kind of reduced damage. So that is really important. So other than that, let's talk about crit chance, shall we? So crit chance is the chance you need, is how often you can hit a critical hit. Yes. So by default, at 6 star, your character will have 11% crit chance. It doesn't scale based off your support percent. So 11% essentially means if you hit someone 10 times, there is a chance that one of them will be a critical hit. So the rates honestly is not that high. And you guys probably know that there's medals that give critical percent, and at 70% critical boost, right, you will get an additional 7.7%. So this will bump your crit up to 18.7%. So it's essentially now if you hit an opponent 6 times, one of them most likely will be a critical hit. So it's not too bad, right? So the next thing is, how else can I boost this thing? So if you know there is medals such as Frankie medal, and there's the Along Kruby and Along Chu. So when you KO someone, you boost critical by 80%. So this essentially, right, is your total. So let's say I have 18.7%, so I have 70% crit boost. What these medals will do is, okay, if look at this build, right, so when every time I kill someone, I will get an additional of 180% crit boost. So that is actually pretty good. So this is essentially one of the highest you can put to crit. So this one, it essentially changes my crit chance from 18.7% to 50+%. That is really high in my opinion, because 50%, it means every time you hit two hits, right, one of them will crit. and if you are lucky enough, you can do multiple crits. So now I'll show a fast clip of basically me with about 40+% critical boost. So yeah, you can see that my ace is actually doing quite a lot of critical hits, guys. So this is essentially how you can get very high crit chance. Yeah, but is it worth it or not? Because the thing is, if you are putting 70% crit chance, right, you will be missing out on things like HP, defense, and I would say the most aggressive combo will be 70% crit, 70% attack. So, and together with like good medals, then like I feel like if you want to go for 70% crit chance, right, you should at least have the Wano Frankie medal or the something like this Along medal, because it really helps you boost your crit chance by quite a bit. Yeah. Then next is a special interaction. So if you guys haven't seen my Katakuri video, there are characters that have their skill gives higher chance to crit. So if you take a look at Katakuri skill 2, it has a high chance of crit, and when you pair it with Wano Frankie or Along medal, right, a weird interaction happens where you kind of crit for like quite a lot. Like it's almost, from what I experienced, it's something like 100% crit chance. Like it's actually really insane. So essentially, I'm not too sure how the thing works, but the medal, the Wano Frankie medal, surprisingly increases this crit chance rate quite a bit too. So it's near, I think it's probably near like 90%, something like that. It's probably not 100%, but it's very close. It makes you feel like every single hit is hitting. So I think other than that, that's essentially that for critical. So hopefully you guys learned something new. If you guys don't know, like if you guys want to know like how this critical will, like how much damage you actually do when you hit a critical hit, right, make sure you guys check out Nnogaming's damage calculation video. So I'll put a link in the description down below. This video is really good because it teaches you basically how, like your medal, how to calculate your final character stats. Like when you go into game, right, you see that you have 20,000 HP. Then you are like, how the hell do I calculate that? So this video by Nnogaming will actually teach you everything you need to know to calculate your full attack, your defense, and also they teach you things like, you know, 100% damage reduction versus 2 times defense stat versus like how to get 1 damage hits. So that is essentially how I showcase like 1 damage hit Fujitora, 1 damage Big Mom, or even Uruch with full defense. People can hit you for 1 damage. So that is essentially where I get my knowledge from. Make sure you guys check out the video. I highly recommend it if you are kind of a math, you want to know the math behind One Piece Multi Rush. Then other than that, I think that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below whether you guys think this video was helpful or not, and like what do you guys think about this critical thing, because when used right, you will dish out a lot of damage, guys. Then yep, I think that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.